All right, guys, you are officially live in trays.
Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Welcome to another episode of Cigars and Whiskey, the podcast that discusses love, relationships, sex, and dating from a male's perspective. I'm your guy, Ron Coe, and I'm joined by my guys, White Star GB.
We're shaking.
We also have super producer Corey Cool in the building, Cool University.
What up, though?
Shout out to everyone tuned in on YouTube, also on Facebook. Please remember to share so we can get more people to tap into the conversation. We have a great show for you guys tonight. Tonight we are drinking Maker's Mark, and we are smoking uh, Los Stratos. All right. White Star GB,
We're shaking, man.
how you been, man? I think we were away last week, right?
We were away last week. We were
Okay.
waiting on a heat
Yeah.
wave.
Yeah. How you
Yeah,
been?
man. Good. End of school. Everybody got free time. Shout out to my daughter. Gabs graduated and going to middle school. You know, times is good. Everything's good. Went to the movies today. Went to go see Megan 2.0.
Is that the new movie that's hot?
I can't call it.
I was
I
working
can't
one.
do
I
it
was
on
working
phone
one
shit.
night, and I was in the vicinity of the movie theater, and it seemed like it was a lot of cars there. The last time I saw that was when Sinners came out, and I
Okay.
didn't know the movie was out, but I saw like, it was a bunch of people at the
I
movie.
don't know the movie we went to a matinee. We went to Belmore.
Mhm.
It's kind of empty. It
Okay,
was like maybe like 30% full. But Megan 2 is me one of my daughter and I's favorite movies.
is that when the
Yeah,
dog
yeah,
came to
the
life,
dog.
like the new
Not
Chucky?
it's an AI dog. So it's a robot
It's like
technically.
a coming of age Chucky.
It's a new Chucky, and we love child's play. Like me and my daughter, like horror is our favorite genre together.
She likes
She
she
love
likes
that. She
horror.
Gremlins, Chucky. I put her on to all the old stuff. Like we haven't gotten to like Poltergeist and like Exorcist and Pet Cemetery. That's the next level.
I don't watch
But
it
the
like that.
fun stuff, you know what I mean? But Megan 2,
I don't watch it like
it
that.
was a decent movie. It was a cool movie. It was a cool movie. It's not as good as one. I feel like they went more sci-fi than horror on this one.
Oh,
So they
okay.
kind of transitioned more into her doing more horror stuff. This is more like on a science tip, and she became sentient. So it, it was more of a commentary on
Like AI.
what AI is gonna be.
Oh, okay.
Like the dark sides of AI. Um, the one thing that I just couldn't just get over was that I feel like any movie that's female led, um, it's just like okay, you get the white females, then you get the black friend, then you get the bumbling idiot man, and it's just like it's starting to irk me a little bit how that's the trope of like a lot of
You kind of would have to give me an example of a movie that's structured like that because I'm trying to understand exactly what you mean
mm,
when you say yeah. I don't know. The only thing that's popping to mind is Scary Movie, right?
right,
When it was the white girl, she
yeah,
had the black friend, and she had the bumbling the guy
yeah.
that was like
Well, even like another movie that my daughter and I liked was Barbie. Barbie, they had the black, friend, but then it was the bubbling dude that was Ken. You know what I
mm,
mean? And it was like I just feel like that's the trend now a little bit with these kind of movies. Like
well, it's
I
we're
don't
in an
know.
age of women empowerment, so yeah,
The black friend is real too. The black friend is always right there.
what do you mean?
That black friend, that second lead to the black friend is there.
Mm,
And a lot of
okay.
even TV shows,
Yeah.
the black friend is there.
Mm.
But all in all, it was a good movie. They definitely changed genres completely on us. We weren't mad at it. I think it opens us up more to watch more sci-fi movies because she did enjoy it. So I'm
Mm.
like, oh, okay, now I get you in sci-fi, so we could watch more like we could do like Back to the Future stuff, like and stuff like that now.
Oh, okay. I
Now,
like
Yeah.
Back to the
Oh, I
Future.
love. Yeah.
now what is interesting, I hate to cut you guys, but what is interesting is what I've realized is a lot of the movies that I'm like super excited to put my child onto. Um, as I'm watching them back with her, there's like super inappropriate parts
Oh,
that pop up.
most definitely.
And I'm like, oh, I didn't really notice that when I
Yeah,
was.
yeah,
I probably wasn't supposed to be
Yeah,
watching that.
yeah.
Like we're going into sci-fi now, so I'm gonna put like Judge Dredd on, Demolition Man, Face Off. You know, right? Yeah, yeah. Like so, but that's my genre. Sci-fi is my genre, and I'm like sci-fi action, like Terminator 2, all that fun stuff. So
Really?
yeah, we're gonna have some fun this summer.
Yeah, no, that's not me.
Nah. So what's your favorite genre of movie?
Comedy.
Yeah.
I like thrillers. I like thrillers,
Okay.
but
So like a
uh,
Juice is considered a thriller.
um, yeah, I would
Juice is
say
considered a
that's a
thriller, right?
thriller drama.
Yeah.
But Juice is a classic, but I don't like seeing niggas get murdered.
Okay.
I really don't.
Well, hard like you're gonna see
No,
people get
no,
murdered
in an action movie,
yeah.
and it's like the bad guys
Oh,
get
okay.
murdered.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, that's
Okay. You
fine.
like
That's
that.
fine, right?
So you can watch Die Hard.
Oh yeah, I could watch something. Yeah, I could watch
Okay.
Die
All
Hard.
right. All right. All right. 'Cause
You
they
know,
don't
it was
matter, right?
one of my favorite, and I didn't. I'm saying this now because I rewatched it recently. Is True Lies? That was a good.
True Lies.
That was a great movie.
That's a great movie.
Because
True Lies, Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
didn't really get
Not so
into
much.
that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
True Lies. That was one of my joints. That like I could watch that movie anytime it comes on. I could watch it.
Right.
Yeah. Well, speaking of movies, Tyler Perry.
Let's go.
Billionaire. Is he a billionaire? Because I hear them calling him a billionaire these days.
Think Tyler Perry's a billionaire. Yeah.
All right. So billionaire producer, black producer, director, Tyler Perry is in the news for pending lawsuit. $260 million lawsuit. One of the actors from The Oval and Ruthless is suing him for sexual assault. And I think a couple of other charges. I'm not sure exactly what. Did you hear about that?
Yeah, I did. He was ruthless on Homeboy's Oval. I think what stands out about this one is that it's a dude filing it. And it's kind of like, Tyler, you gotta understand, man. You can't bone the help, yo. Like,
why not?
Because you just can't. It's a power dynamic, and you're gonna get your pockets tapped, yo. Like it just is what it is. As soon as it don't work out, if you don't marry said person, you're going to. There's no more casting couch anymore. It's over. It's over. Like
There's
these
always
guys,
casting couch.
no, there's not. There's always going to be a casting couch if you're willing to pay this person to shut up for the rest of their life.
Okay.
So yes, I'm gonna give you that. There is going to be a casting couch, but now,
so if
it's over. Like the lawyers done caught up to it, and yo, dog, if you're having sex with somebody on the guise of that, you're a superior to them, and you could directly affect their livelihood or their career, you got to be able to pay that person when it goes left, when that person runs out of money, and then when that person gets married again, and then they run out of money. You guys got to pay that person for the rest of their life to keep their mouth shut. The statute of limitations is up. Everything is up. You at their mercy, yo. It's over.
You know what I was curious about, and what I heard during the Diddy trial, is that I think these guys have HR departments.
It ain't working.
Because I wouldn't think that they have HR departments. So I didn't think that if somebody was getting harassed, it used to be sexual harassment. That's what we had. Like when you go to a job, you had to be kind of brought up to speed on sexual harassment. Now it's sexual
That's when
assault.
your boss is broke. It's sexual harassment when your superior is broke. When your superior is up, it's all right. Let me blaze. You know what I mean? Let me do my thing, and then on the back end, I'm gonna get the money. I'm gonna reap the benefits, have sex. I'm gonna further my career. I'm gonna get everything. They're gonna do whatever they're gonna do on that casting couch to further their career. And once it goes left or their career slows up, they're gonna come back for the payday. It's just what it is, yo. it's an overcorrection, but
All
it is
right.
what it
Well,
is. It's over.
for some reason,
Like
I don't.
there's no more sympathy for these cats. Like
Well, I don't think there's. Yeah. Well, first of all, I don't think there's going to be any sympathy for dude because he's a dude, right? Also, they have communication that's come out that said, basically timelining a large portion of what happened between him and Tyler Perry. Evidently, he was like some type of employee at a
catering.
catering or something, or event company,
Right.
and he told him like,
Tyler thought he was cute.
I guess he thought he was a good fit for one of his movies. Then he tells him like,
He was a good fit
I'll
for
change
his
your
dick.
life, right?
Mm.
They said he was getting paid like $10,000 episode for maybe Ruthless or the other show. I'm not sure which one, but going back about 2020, they said that he said Tyler Perry made advances at him early in the game. Then after he made advances to him, he invited him to his house. He comes to his house, made advances to him there. Then he got too drunk and said, "Yo, why don't you stay over?" And dude didn't leave. He didn't get an Uber. He didn't go home. You know what I mean? And then he said that he tried to like rub his thighs or get in the bed with him or something like that. Then, now mind you, this is early in the game. He continues to work. I think he got a raise. He went from $10,000 to $15,000 per episode or something like that. But Tyler Perry told him that he would change his life, and basically he gave him the proposition that, yo, I'm busy. I want to fuck with you, but you got to realize I don't got no time. So I want a relationship with somebody that I could smash, but you can't get emotionally tied to me because I'm always on the move. I'm not available like that.
Can you be my Cassie?
Mind you, there's no response. Now, he said that this was what Tyler Perry put on the table for him, but he never said that he obliged.
Yeah.
He never said he said no. He never said like whatever. He didn't say anything.
It doesn't matter. He's a subordinate. Because he's gonna frame it like,
no, I get it.
He's gonna frame it like, yo, I was scared to say anything. I didn't want to say. I didn't want to do that. I thought this was a guise of a relationship. I went with the flow because I wanted to further my career, and I thought that my career would end if I said no. It's just lawyers eat this case up every day. This is a money grab. This is lawyers are pursuing these cases.
But as men, are we shooting him bail?
Nah,
for being in the situation,
nah,
or
it's over,
like letting it go for the next for 4 or 5 years, and the guys are making advances. You didn't put hands on them. You didn't. One thing I don't understand about
it's your money, man.
A lot of these suits that are going on is that, when you come through the door, these dudes are rich. As soon as they do the first thing to you, why you don't just sue them right then? Why wait?
You didn't get the first part of it. You didn't get the benefits. You didn't get your career. You get your career first. Then you go back and sue him.
Yeah, because ultimately he said that he was Tyler Perry said that he would get his own show.
Yeah.
That never happened.
Yeah, of course.
Because it was like,
same way Cash was waiting for an album to drop from Alon. Like,
yeah. Basically, I heard Tyler Perry was like, "Give me some ass, you get your show," and then he like, "Yo, give me my show." Because you told me
once the show doesn't come out, then it's a dub. You know what I mean?
I think he was sleeping with him.
You think he would definitely sleep with him.
He's the dude trying to say he's heterosexual.
Okay, well, next story. I don't know. That's the part that we not really saying. Like, it's like, is this the first time Tyler Perry has been outed as being gay? Like, I think we're all just kind of like
another one of his actors
kind of knew.
Another one of his actors came out like 2 months ago.
Right.
The light skinned dude.
I don't know. I never.
Keys. Christian Keys.
I never seen anything.
He basically did like some type of blind item where it was evident that he was talking about Tyler Perry.
Right.
And he made some bold claims, and then all of a sudden it kind of went silent.
Yeah. But we've all
Everybody
kind
said
of
you got a bag though.
we've all kind of assumed that Tyler Perry was gay, right?
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right. But
Has
this
he
is
ever?
the
He's
first
never been
time.
tied to a woman.
Yeah, but this is the first time. No, but he got kids.
He does.
I think he got a kid. Yeah. Didn't he make that speech at BT Awards? That he's walking in the sand with the kid and all that, and the kid. Hold on, let me.
Does Tyler Perry have kids?
He actually did have that statement about walking on the beach.
What the hell is walking on the beach?
Remember at the BT Awards, he had the speech about
Tyler Perry has one child, a son named Amon Tyler Perry, born on November 30th, 2014. His mother is Gal Bekel, an Ethiopian model and filmmaker. So yeah,
Okay,
that's 2014. So the kid is what, like
that don't matter.
10, 11? Yeah, now it don't
It
matter.
don't
now.
matter.
But you know, hey.
But I didn't think he had any kids. But he was.
So-
He's never been tied to a woman though.
Nah. I mean, his mom. I mean, he got pictures with the baby moms.
Oh yeah, okay.
They won a red
Did
carpet.
You knew who she was before this?
Nah, I thought Tyler Perry was gay. I thought he was just wearing dresses and cross playing as Medea. But it is what it is.
Ma Dukes.
Yeah. Shout out to him, yo.
Mm.
Yo, get your kid. Yo, you got it. You know, you got a Negro wake up call, yo. It's fine. Like everybody get it too. Like the gays is getting it. Everybody getting it. Lesbians got it. Didn't Ellen catch one?
It must have went away quick because I didn't really hear about
It's
it.
the game, yo.
Mm.
It's the game.
she got
When nigga
nigga
Ghostface said, "Damn right, I fuck fans," he gave y'all bad
Mm.
advice, yo. Don't fuck the fans anymore, yo. You leave them alone. How do you get buns as a rich nigga now?
I don't know.
You're too rich to procure it now. Like you can't go to the club and like Mac on something and put some work. Like how do you get sex now?
I don't know, man. I don't.
Cause they just used to like buying it and getting it off the arm because of their bread. But now it's like you're a victim.
I hate to say this, but Dr. Umar, his stance is that when you go outside of your community, you open yourself up to this.
Right.
Cause I really think like black chicks, they like, yo, if you take care of me or we good, you know, like I'm not gonna sue you.
Yeah,
that's a bad message too.
I'm not
We're saying
lie,
that black women take more abuse.
No, we're not talking about abuse. We're just talking about just regular. I'm not gonna set
Yeah.
you up. I'm not gonna. You know
That's
what
a
I mean?
fact. It's a fact. They don't
No,
do
it's
it.
a
Like some of these
fact.
shits is setups. Bro.
Listen, it's a fact, but what are we saying? Like, let's reverse engineer what we're saying is because some of this is
Well, the truth,
abuse.
the truth is, I think
Just
number
extort
one,
somebody, bro.
right? But number one, I don't think black women would fall for a lot of the things that are happening. Like the everyday black woman is kind of not really going for a lot of that in the first place. You know what I mean? And because they're never in the mix, they're never part of the harems. They're never part of any of these situations.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Like Neil has a harem of black chicks, but I
Right.
believe that he's playing. He's playing
Well, if you
around.
look at Diddy's history, right, and he looked at the pattern of what he did with Cassie and with Jane Doe, then going in reverse, then the last woman was Kim Porter, and
But you ain't
well,
hear.
she just died.
But you ain't
She
hear.
just died.
I don't know,
Like,
but you didn't hear nothing.
you didn't hear nothing. But is that
Misa either?
would she still
She
be
kept-
alive if she?
She
What
kept-
about Misa though?
She kept it secrets though. You know what I mean? She didn't
Right.
sue him.
What
Like
about
she,
Misa? Misa never said that. Still didn't tie into.
Misa got the pain early though.
I'm just who knows?
Right.
Who knows?
Yeah.
You didn't hear anything from her either.
I mean, but the only thing I'm saying is that a good thing? Is that a good thing that black women will take the?
I don't think.
see,
I don't
all right,
think
see,
black women
let's-
get that
let's-
treatment from the beginning. I don't think they get that. I don't think
let's
Yeah,
be clear though. Like, let's not just talk about that Diddy situation is the abuse, right?
Yeah.
There are other situations with other people that we're not talking about abuse. They're just getting sued for sexual assault. And like Shannon Sharp, it don't seem like it seemed like it's the chick he's fucking. You know what I mean? And she makes money via sex work. She's a young chick. She's seen it, a rich nigga. And she's like, all right, yeah, I'm gonna get this nigga some ass. But It seemed like she set him
You
up.
know the crazy with that situation? I don't think she was doing sex work until she met him. I think she was just a regular chick. She met him, getting bread off of him, and then she realized she could get bread off of sex, and she just kind of went that route.
I doubt it.
That's what I think.
I
but
doubt it.
I don't know.
I doubt it. Because you got to have that mentality to be predatory enough to be using
Happened to
at
the
that age.
NDA.
At
What
that
happened?
age,
Yeah.
yeah, you got to
Remember
use.
when we were coming up and there was like the whole NDA kind of thing? We would hear that about like Derek Jeter, that he would have women sign NDAs and it was Loctite and he had his lawyer and everything like that. Like, what happened to that? Or that was like a fake thing,
I think that
non-disclosure agreement.
I think the way to crack the NDA is
Ooh.
filing suit. I don't think that holds up if you do something. You can't say you got
You
to
could do anything.
you can't do something criminal to somebody even if you have because you have an NDA.
Okay.
It doesn't protect you from like, oh, I could sodomize you because now we had an NDA. You can't talk about it. No, you can't do that.
Right.
You could if we have consensual sex or we have an experience together, whatever it may be. Yeah, you can't speak about it publicly.
So the NDA was like, yo, you kind of can't go to page 6 in the morning and be like, this is who I had a date with or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's more like groundwork.
Yeah.
So they need to revisit. So we need a whole new group of lawyers.
The way to get around it, though, the way to get around the NDA is that I'm filing charges that say you did something criminal to me.
So they need to update the NDAs.
Because a lot of the times, all right, it's something criminal, but the statute of limitations have passed. So now it only can be settled civilly.
Right. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
shout out to Tyler Perry.
Shout out to Tyler Perry. Good luck, brother.
Yeah, man. He's just
get your buns on the arm, man.
He probably got mad niggas that he's smashing.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean? So it's like, yo, why niggas be going so hard? Like he probably got his pick of the litter of niggas. Buff niggas, all that shit. You know what I mean? Like all that shit.
Peanut butter.
Right? All that. That nigga probably like slinging it all over the place.
Oh man.
Yeah. So yeah, shout out to him, man.
Got his pick of niggas.
Yo, for real, right? If he was straight, and we thought he was straight, he'd be like, yo, he'd get mad chicks, right? He get whatever he want. Like he get mad. He's like, yo, bro, you got money, bro. You got bread. You can get whatever you want, bro.
Yeah, right off man. Man, this nigga, man.
Yeah.
Yo, look at that Billboard top 75 R&B, man. Let's talk a little like.
Okay.
Discussion when it comes to this top R&B artists of all times list. The 1 through 10, I'm not mad at. I can't really see where there could be any changes. I would want to see Usher in there, but then again, who do you take out? I don't think there's anybody that could be really taken out of this list. Now, when you go further down, I mean, there's one that stands out to me, like Luther Vandross at 22. I don't know about that one. In all respect to Janet, but does she beat all of those that's behind her? I don't know. All in all, this is a tough list to put together, but at 1 through 10, I can't see any changes with that.
Can we make that a little bit bigger?
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. You can leave it just like that. Let's start at the bottom. Let's go with Gladys. Gladys Knight is always, listen, Midnight Train to Georgia, all that fly, like 25, 30. I think she's cool there.
Well, maybe. Well, Mary J. Blige being 16. That's the one that kind of.
Let's work our way up. Let's work our way up. Let's work our way up until we have a real problem.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You're okay with Gladys? Cool.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Like, only because the only reason why a lot of this thing, I think, becomes an issue is because the term R&B started out one way, from what we know.
Which is what
we know our mothers and fathers listen to.
Well, R&B is a spinoff of disco, correct? Like that's how I understand it.
No, I would think
blues.
it's a blues. I would think it's an upgrade of blues,
Upgrade
or
of
a
blues.
new ageness or
Is
nuance.
disco
of
part of
blues.
R&B? Disco is
No,
is
that's
a genre.
pop. That's like pop. That's a
No, pop is not pop. Pop is popular music, so everything could be pop.
no, but pop music is also Britney Spears. That's what she
popular
does.
soft rock.
That's pop
No.
That's
music.
popular.
It's
No,
pop
that's
music.
pop music.
No,
Pop
pop.
music.
Michael Jackson was pop.
Exactly. That's probably why he's number 3.
Yeah.
And not number 1.
No. Pop is just Beyonce's pop.
No.
She's popular music.
No, she's a popular
all the
R&B song.
singularities, all the pop is stands for popular.
No, I get what you're
We
saying.
get what you're saying.
But that's also a genre.
It's also
of music.
a genre.
No,
Yes.
pop is not a genre of
No.
music.
So
Pop-
all right,
pop
wait,
is-
hold on.
Mm-hmm.
So what is other than pop music? What is Britney Spears?
she's
She's
like
R&B.
no, she's like soft rock.
How's she soft rock?
That is not soft rock.
So what's
Britney
Debbie
Spears
Gibson?
is soft rock?
So what's Debbie Gibson?
I don't even know who that is. What are you talking? What are you
Yeah.
saying?
What Debbie?
Sing a song.
Think we're alone now. Debbie Gibson. You listen to 80 music all day.
That's not Debbie Gibson.
What's Debbie Gibson?
I think we're alone now. That's Tiffany or something like that. Tiffany
I
something.
might be Tiffany.
Yeah.
Well, Debbie Gibson. Oh, all right. Okay. All right.
All right, there we go.
That's
All
it.
right,
All right.
We're back. We're back now. All right. So
We're back. We're back. Yo, pop. All right. I'm gonna
So-
read the definition of pop while we're talking, but we'll keep going. We'll put pop to the
Well,
side
this
and
was
we'll
my I started at a point, and my point was is that the term R&B is, it's graduating, right? To the point where, can I say that because like even Mariah Carey up there, that I don't know.
being
I don't
disrespectful.
know
Come
how
on.
yeah,
Come
but I
on,
don't know
man.
how I feel. I'm not taking away anything of her ability. I'm not sure Mariah Carey and Gladys Knight do the same thing.
They definitely do
I'm
the
not,
same thing.
I'm not sure Mariah Carey and Mary J. Blige do the same thing.
They don't do the same thing, but
That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying
hold
as far
on.
as
Before you
talent.
go, like, all right, we know for a fact now.
Can you say Prince and Mariah Carey did the same thing?
Yes.
Hold on, Cole.
1000%.
Hold on. Mariah Carey, she can go between pop and R&B, but she has so many hit records that she has a lot of R&B hit records.
Okay.
And she has pop hit records.
Okay.
So I could see her being up there.
Kendrick.
I'm not
like us is pop music.
No, it's hip.
No.
It's hip hop
It went.
and it's pop.
It's pop hip hop.
Yes.
Pop music, short for popular music, generally refers to commercially orientated music intended for a worldwide audience, particularly young people in urban societies.
All right. You know what?
GB,
No.
what did you say first? You said it's hip hop and pop.
Do me a
Name 2 genres for Britney Spears.
I just told you.
No.
You don't accept
Do me a
it.
favor.
We're not
It's
accepting
soft
soft.
rock. It's the
she's
same
not
thing as the
soft rock.
Beach Boys.
Do me a favor.
No.
Go to
What are the Beach Boys?
GB. Go to Britney Spears. Go to her Wikipedia page.
The Beach Boys is a group. They're a band. You know what I mean? Yeah, they could.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
Because they play instruments.
If you go to her page,
They could be soft rock.
scroll down a little.
American singer.
Go
Hold
down
on.
under the picture. It'll tell you what's the genre of music.
Hold on.
No.
Britney Spears, also known as the Princess of Pop, is an American singer who has 150 million records sold
But
worldwide.
if you no, I'm just saying under the picture they usually have
It doesn't say it.
a little box and it says genre.
Nah, it doesn't say it. It says American singer. I'm not seeing what it says. Pop. Nah, I'm not seeing. I think pop is what every kind of genre. All right,
I understand, but it's
Yo,
also
listen, there's
also
rock,
a type of
pop,
music.
country, and there's like rock, pop, country, rap.
But
you
you're
know what I
saying
mean?
pop. You just said pop as a genre. of music.
No. I'm sorry. Rap, rock. You know what I mean? So like same way like hip hop got like trap music and they got like conscious music. I feel like rock. This is a variation of rock music. You know what I mean? Britney Spears.
No.
Like Whitney Houston was a pop singer. Like she had pop R&B songs. They are pop R&B songs.
Okay. I mean,
But
all right,
let's-
I mean,
I don't know. We'll
no. Okay.
let's
Wait.
move on.
Yeah,
then
but
we'll
you keep
circle
saying you
back.
keep saying it, but I'm trying. Yo, bro, you just said there's pop R&B songs.
Yes.
Give me another genre for Britney Spears other than pop.
I keep telling you, it's
It's,
soft
no,
rock.
that's not
It's
going.
rock.
No, stop.
She
Stop
makes
saying
rock
she's
music.
soft rock.
So
She
what-
makes rock music.
So
How
what,
you
so
sound
what does
crazy,
Madonna
bro?
make?
Huh?
What does Madonna make?
Pop music,
Pop music.
So what does Rihanna make?
R&B music, and she makes some.
It's on the same.
What, I don't know if you call it.
Come on,
I don't know
that's
if you would
not
consider
fair.
her like
That's not-
like a.
So what did Michael Jackson make? Michael Jackson.
He makes R&B and pop.
No, we can't do that.
All right. I'm gonna give you an example. Rock With You is an R&B record. Bad is a pop record.
Because otherwise, what would you consider bad to be?
Rock.
It's a rock record.
It's a rock record.
You sound crazy, bro.
Beat It is not a rock record.
A rock record.
Beat It is not a rock record.
Because
It's Beat It had a Van Halen solo.
Yes,
on it.
that's
not
the only
a rock record.
it's not a rock record, but it does have that. Yes.
It's a rock record.
All right.
Whenever you have the
Let's
guitar,
wait.
When you have the guitar, no. When you have
Does
the
that make
guitar-
Michael Jackson a rock artist?
No, it makes him an R&B artist.
And he had a rock
that mean-
person
he
play
does.
the guitar.
Does Beyonce is Beyonce because she drops the R&B album? I mean, because she dropped the
That's her genre. Her
but she
main
has a
genre.
country album.
No,
Is
all
she a
right.
country artist? Bad was him making
Yeah, she is a
rock
country.
album.
Technically, she is a country artist, but she's an R&B artist too.
And the thing about
And the pop
listen,
artist.
and it's funny. The thing about
You graduate into a pop artist.
listen.
Not everybody could be pop.
even if I look at number 2, Aretha Franklin, I thought was soul.
All right, let's start from the bottom and let's go up. All right, so we got Gladys
I
Knight,
can't even get with those.
Diana
names.
Ross, Erica Badu. We have no problems so far, right?
I don't think Erica Badu should be that high.
Me neither.
Where's Anita Baker?
Word.
Where's Anita?
That Rapture's fire.
Yeah.
Fire for.
Anita Baker should be higher than Gladys, Diana, and Erica. Shaka, no. I think Anita Baker is under Shaka.
I don't know. I'm a fan. I'm a Anita Baker
I
fan.
love Anita Baker. Yeah.
That's my favorite
Oh.
R&B artist.
Okay.
So I might be
I ain't mad at that.
biased with that, right?
Yeah.
I
Where's
think you could-
Sade?
Okay. See, Sade, she could go in between soft rock. She can go into R&B.
Nah, you
She
just
could-
named it. Soft
What?
rock.
What?
I like that.
No, soft rock is a genre of music.
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to say is pop is also a genre of music.
I think people graduate to pop with their success.
Yo, Britney Spears is nothing but pop. Nothing but pop. You can't say it.
I think
The
they're
only
both-
thing you could say she probably is
All right, because
she does
that's
love
like
songs
saying
is
she's-
R&B.
Listen,
If you
that's
want to
like-
call her R&B artist,
soft
she-
rock, because soft rock is considered Phil Collins and Billy Joel.
I'm fine with that.
Mhm.
Britney Spears does not do what Phil Collins or Billy Joel does. Nowhere near. the
we
same.
talking about bands,
Fleetwood Mac
instruments,
Wood.
and
I
all
don't-
that shit.
When you're talking about studio, I can hear Britney Spears, Slave for You.
Eagles.
Is there like those are fast-paced songs? Just because she dances to it, I don't know. But listen,
Yeah, you
man.
sound crazy.
Cool. Chris Brown is at 26, my boy.
They is bugging. They bugging.
Yeah, they bugging.
And
on
they
that.
I think they only did that because he's probably so young.
I
He
like
got
where he
mad
at.
time.
I
But
like
nah,
where he
Nick,
at.
what, bro?
That's
No
that's
disrespect to
physical
anybody, but Chris Brown should be way higher than a lot of people on there.
Yeah.
play. He should be under Bill Withers and Teddy Pendergrass.
I think he's high. I think he should be
No.
higher than Janet Jackson at this point.
You're bugging.
I want to say Chris
bugging.
Isaac Hayes,
Chris Brown should be top 10 in my book.
yo, bro.
Who you taking out that top 10 to put what's the name in there? Chris Brown in there.
I would remove not because
I'm listening.
of any. First of all, what is James Brown's title?
King of
Soul.
King of Soul.
King of Soul.
Yeah.
So boom.
Soul is R&B.
Soul is R&B.
Like,
I,
you're not gonna do that. Come
I don't
on
know.
now.
I don't know. I
It's
consider
like
it
saying
something.
trap is not rap.
I want to
It's-
say
it's
I
a
feel
part
like
of-
soul merged to R&B as time went by. Like I think in the 60s and 70s you had soul music,
Come on,
but that was
guys.
pretty much R&B
What are we
I
doing?
It was
don't
like
know. I
a
don't
sub
know.
Disco is
I don't
subset
know.
R&B.
I don't
Disco is
know.
R&B.
of R&B.
Disco is R&B.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
So the Bee Gees did R&B.
Yeah. If you listen to it, it's R&B music.
I don't know. It's too subjective. It's too subjective.
I don't think it's subjective. I think this thing is bugging.
I just think
It's like conscious rap. It's like trap music. It's like
that's all
that.
rap though. That's all hip hop, all rap.
Yeah.
Rap or hip hop.
Yeah.
Right? But that's all there.
Mm.
You're trying to say some other shit is disco is R&B?
Disco's R&B to me, yeah.
Name me a black disco
all right,
artist.
let me take that back.
What's her name? Donna Summers.
Yeah.
Let me take it back.
Like we say, Donna Summers is not R&B?
Otis Redding.
No,
Donny
no,
Hathaway, Luther Vandross.
I think that's another thing. Like Otis Redding,
Luther's
Donny
too
Hathaway. I think their careers weren't like
maybe Chris Brown's where he's supposed to be.
nah.
Definitely. Smokey is there.
Know.
Luther's there. Al
Can't
Green.
take Teddy out
all
the
right, all
way.
right. So let's just skip
Donny
to 17.
Hathaway. I don't know too much about his music.
You got the Christmas joint.
I don't know too much about Donny Hathaway.
Donny Hathaway, he died too early, bro.
All right.
He shouldn't be that high.
All right, so can we?
Otis Redding too. Otis Redding,
Otis.
he got some hits, but
come on, stop. We're not gonna do that. Like 20,
yo, bro.
We could give Otis Redding 20.
Curtis,
Like Chris Brown, Chris Brown, like
Ray Charles.
cool, but I think y'all gassing him a little bit.
Yo, bro.
Maybe not much higher. Maybe not much higher.
All right, so let's move to Janet and Mary. I
think Chris Brown should be higher than Janet.
Why are you doing that though?
Well,
why are you doing that?
Well, that's a tough one. Oh yeah, look at you getting a good burp on air. That's right. We just the comfort level is high.
Smell like hot dog water, right?
I don't eat meat. I don't
eat hot dog. Turkey hot dog water. All right, what are you saying about Janet?
I like Janet and Mary just the way it is right there. Mary J. Blige is above Janet Jackson, and she should be. Now, Isaac Hayes, Curtis.
She moonlights, bro. Janet moonlights between pop and R&B music.
Okay, they just agree to disagree.
Girls in the moon.
Usher at 12.
I can't put Usher in front of Mary J. Blige.
He lapped Chris Brown.
What?
Usher lapped Chris Brown.
How?
Chris Brown is at 26. Yeah. Usher's at 12.
Oh, okay.
Quarter.
Yeah.
Bang. Cause there's been a lot of Usher disrespect. Talking about the verses.
I think
and all
Usher
that.
I think he should be above Marvin Gaye.
Who you gonna move R. Kelly?
Can't move R.
Kelly.
R. Kelly should really be number one.
Yo, bro.
Let's just really talk about it.
I understand, but you got to realize, right? When people get immortalized, because of their passing, like some of their catalog is not as crazy as a Chris Brown, bro.
Yeah.
Or Usher. Like Marvin Gaye got
Chris
Brown
did
timeless hit records, but you got to think about it. Like he didn't like from I'm not saying I was there, but from what I've read and everything like that, like he had a classic album, and I heard like his other work was pretty good, but it wasn't like, you know what I mean? I think he might have had like two, maybe 3 albums, something like that.
Who's that?
Marvin Gaye.
Well, yeah, because also honestly,
no,
I've heard through the grapevine.
What?
I've heard.
Are we arguing Marvin Gaye?
No,
Usher. I said Usher could take Marvin Gaye's spot.
You're bugging. He doesn't have what's going on. Like he doesn't have what's going on. Like he had. Usher does have a classic album. Confessions is the classic album.
Yeah,
but that What's Going On album is, it's a classic.
But he might
it's
be
up
right.
there with Songs in the Key of Life with Stevie Wonder. Like,
I get it, but you got to understand.
Be an immortalized situation to it.
Yeah. And you got to think about what time niggas was in, right? We're talking about dudes that were in let's say a decade of a time where it's like this is what's going on in the time, right?
Yes.
So I got that album that captures that. That's the time capsule of that 10-year period.
Yeah.
Usher has been from the 90s to the 2000s to the 2010s to the 2020s.
Well, maybe that's a disservice. Like your catalog doesn't hold up. Like, yo,
it does hold up. Usher's catalog holds up.
We made Kool-Aid. The more water you put in it, the more you dilute it, right? If you put less water in that Kool-Aid,
Usher's still
it's
making.
potent. It's not as sweet, like it's sweeter.
He's still
less
Usher's
and
still
better
LeBron.
is always better.
He's still dropping
Well,
when he comes out. He's
I
still
would
dropping
say
20.
this. I would say this. I do believe that in 2025 and 26, Usher still has the ability to make a really good record, possibly a hit record.
Yes.
He could possibly still land a hit record.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right producer, right time, right writer, right everything. He can still get one. You know what I mean?
Maybe that puts him down though, because I think Marv wrote his own shit.
That part. And
Or a large portion.
He
of
doesn't have that peak. He doesn't have the peak that Marvin Gaye have. Now,
well, Marvin Gaye got knocked
Kelly.
off. Marvin Gaye got knocked off at his peak.
Exactly. Now, R. Kelly. First of all, I'm just happy that he's on the list.
Yeah.
First of all,
well, it would have been tough to just.
I think he's maybe him and Mariah.
You can switch.
I think
you can maybe switch
there.
You can switch. Well, as far as R&B is concerned, you can switch him and Mariah because he writes the records.
And Mariah Carey she's solid to me. 2 classic, maybe 3. Emancipation of Mimi and Visions of Love.
Yo, but on the low,
classic album.
But on the low, mad people hate Mariah Carey.
I don't understand it. I'm not even buying it. I don't do it.
I see mad people hate Mariah Carey.
We'll have a weekend here where we just do Mariah all weekend.
I'm just saying, I just see mad people do it.
I get it. And I feel like they hate Mariah for, if I'm gonna move up a little bit, for the same reason why they hate Whitney.
I don't think anybody hates Whitney.
No, there are people who do not respect Whitney because
they
feel
like,
nobody
who hates Whitney Houston.
I'm telling you, people think Whitney is too pop.
I think no. What I think is, when she first came out, I think people were trying to box her or whatever the case, put her in a box. Those boxes didn't necessarily work. But as time goes on, if you look at where
I heard it's the other way around now.
What?
That she didn't want to do the pop records. She did want to do more R&B-ish records, but they had a plan for her to be a pop star versus an R&B star.
I've heard multiple people say they hate Mariah Carey, except my girl Val at BLI.
Big Mariah. Well, put me on that list too, please.
Shout out my girl.
Yeah, put me on that list too. Mariah Carey's up there.
Loves Mariah Carey, and I'm just saying I could give away. Right. I remember a day I couldn't give away Mariah Carey Christmas tickets. Couldn't give it away.
Christmas, I don't know. Niggas busy.
I'm just saying, couldn't give them away.
Summertime, I'll go see that. Prince, never been a Prince fan. I get it. I'll take him there. At 7.
No, yeah. I could see. Well, you got to give him ultimate respect.
Why?
But you got to give him ultimate respect. But Prince is technically an R&B artist because he's black. But if you could probably, he would probably be on a list of soft rock or something like that.
Does Prince have the most songs on his list? Prince, like as far as body of work, Prince has the biggest body of work on his list?
No.
Who has the largest body of work on his list?
I don't know, but Beyonce got to be in there.
Prince got a lot of
Beyonce got hella songs. Beyonce got hella songs.
Okay.
Yeah, matter of fact, Chris Brown might have the most songs out of niggas because Chris Brown is doing albums with like 35 songs.
Chris Brown does have the popping.
No, he does.
And I feel like that's what hurts him. I feel like that's what hurts Chris Brown. Chris Brown, when he's doing, like, I still haven't listened to that whole Heartbreak on the Full Moon album. It's what?
I don't know, that Breezy album is
60 album, like 60 songs, 70 songs. Sometimes it's too much work.
It's a lot of fire on there too. It's a lot of fire.
I can't get through it. I can't get through Whitney Houston. All right, so let's concentrate on the 5.
Okay, we're at the 5.
I bring it home. Whitney Houston, best voice on the list.
Out of the 5?
No, on the entire list. Whitney Houston has the greatest voice ever.
Okay.
Mariah Carey's close.
Mariah Carey doesn't have the range of what she can't do what Whitney Houston do.
It's lighter. It's a lighter voice.
Yeah,
much
like
lighter.
She got that shrieking thing where you can control it, where it's sharp. She has great songs. But Whitney Houston can hit everything. Aretha Franklin is stronger, but Whitney could. Whitney's a Swiss Army knife.
Well, I would say that Aretha Franklin has a great bit of range.
Amazing.
You think she should be number 2 though?
I think that people don't give Beyonce's voice enough.
Well, she's at 4. I think they give him just enough.
I'm just saying, as far as you said,
I know
you said best voice. So Whitney Houston.
I've never been a fan of Beyonce's voice.
Oh man, it's powerful as fuck.
I know. I get it.
She is yelling. She's hollering at the top, and it sounds in pocket. Yeah. So
when I think of a song that showcases Beyonce's voice, I think of Best I've Never Had or something like that.
People don't give it enough credit.
Yeah.
She's got a very good voice.
Yeah.
Very good voice. Very powerful.
So solid at 4. We're comfortable with her over Prince. We're comfortable with her over R. Kelly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right,
Mike.
Are you talking about full package? Yeah, she's
all right.
Yeah.
So Mike won the war because Mike is 3 and Prince is number 7. They were contemporaries. Well, it was the silent battle.
Is it safe?
Either you're a Prince or you're a Mike guy.
Is it safe to say? Maybe I'm wrong or not, but is it safe to say that Michael Jackson has more notable songs than Prince?
Easy, safe.
It's raining,
dog. That's like
it is. I'm getting rained on out here. Just trying to be a part of the game.
All right, let's just move.
Yeah, you would say that Michael Jackson has more notable songs, right?
Easily.
And,
it's not even close.
Overall, yeah,
it's not even close.
Stevie Wonder being number 1.
I ain't arguing with it. He wouldn't be number 1 on my list, but I'm not arguing with it.
He does he? How many notable songs does Stevie Wonder have though? Like, can you say Stevie Wonder has more notable songs than even Beyonce?
No, he stopped making them, but they're better, and they will live forever.
I think he has a few songs that will live forever. But
like when I think of my mother, my earliest memory of my mother is her love for the song I Just Called to Say I Love You. Like, I just remember her singing that song incessantly in the house, singing it to me. It was like almost like a lullaby. Like, like Stevie Wonder is like he makes time capsule music. It's amazing. But yeah, that's the top 25 list, R&B. All right. You want to put a pin in the live real fast? I'm gonna try to tilt the umbrella over. See if we get like another half an hour out here.
Okay.
We just breeze through the